All right, you might know the drill by now, but if I look a little bit more professional, that means it's time for sales training. So to catch up a little bit, make sure you watch our videos on finding your close rate and also on Reframe, which sounds like a made-up word, but it's really a helpful sales acronym. And today we're going to talk about another acronym that doesn't sound quite as funny, which is called PIERS, but it's really, really important. During the Reframe talk, we talked about how you have to give the customer a value beyond what's physically included in your package, one that resonates with their internal feelings about themselves and specifically connects to one of their buying factors. So PIERS is all about what those common buying factors are. These are guidelines for which areas are most important to companies and to individuals, so you know which emotions are most likely to make them think about spending money. If you can explain how your products and services will connect with any of these factors in PIERS, then you're going to be more likely to close that sale. So, what are PIERS? Let's do this. Okay, P is for productivity. So, will your product save me time, make me work faster, make me more efficient, add to my convenience? And specifically, what value that productivity will get me. So, for instance, if you can subtly remind your clients that outsourcing their web design will get you more time to focus on their kids, you're golden, because who doesn't want to spend more time with their kids? The I stands for image. This one, people don't like to talk about as much, but it's super important. So with Reframe, we talked about the toilet paper making you look like a good host or someone with more expendable income, especially if you upgrade to that triple ply toilet paper. Maybe it's not the first thing that comes to mind when considering toilet paper, but image is the entire focus of brands like Gucci or Versace or Armani, all those expensive designer brands. So it's even a big factor for my business. I regularly talk about how luxurious invitations will show your guests that your wedding is high end. So image is really an important factor, and you can play on this without specifically saying, oh, this is gonna make you look good to all your friends. So the E stands for expenses, and this is pretty self-explanatory. If you can get people to understand that your product is gonna save them money, they're probably gonna be willing to spend money on it. And the R stands for revenue. So on the other hand, people are often willing to spend money to make money. So if your clients are other businesses, like a lot of mine are, then explaining how your services or products can help them bring in higher-end clients, increase their invoice size, up their hourly rates, etc., etc. These are all very, very convincing selling points. On a more personal level, think about like a home staging company. You pay money to have someone help you stage your home because you think it's going to bring in a higher profit in the long run. And S, there's three very similar ones that happen to start with S, which is safety, sustainability, and security. So with sustainability, this could be literally like going green or just making your life or business or memories last longer. So maybe your wedding video services will help someone remember their special day for years to come. That's worth spending money on, in my opinion. To hit safety and security, maybe you talk about how you have a second shooter and you shoot with dual memory cards, so there's no moment of the day that's being missed or at risk of being lost. Or say you're a wedding planner and you can help solve those kind of last minute emergency issues that come up on the day of the wedding. This is going to make your clients feel safer, more secure, and they're going to be willing to spend money on you to have that feeling of security. Of course, these aren't the only buying criteria that your client may have, but they're common ones that hit home with pretty much everyone. So if you can alter your pitch or your marketing materials to directly impact a potential client in any area of PIERS, then you're more likely to trigger that emotional response that leads to actual purchases being made. You can even hit multiple areas of PIERS at the same time. So instead of me selling a set of wedding invitations, maybe you can try selling the time that a bride will save answering questions about her wedding thanks to a clever design idea, which hits on productivity, in combination with how she'll feel receiving all the compliments that she gets from her guests on her beautiful design, which hits image. And of course, we said this before, we'll continue to say it, sales isn't about lying or tricking people into purchasing your goods. So whatever feeling that you hit upon during your sales process, you need to make sure you can back that up. We're not trying to use clickbait, we're not trying to be sleazy car salesmen or saleswomen. We're more about trying to alter the way that you frame your products so that you can help clients see past what's actually on the invoice and see into how that's actually going to affect their lives positively. We actually have a blog post, which we'll link below, about that annoying phrase, it's just a piece of paper, that we hear all the time in the stationery world. So that talks a little bit more about selling on value if you want to check that out. And here's a little challenge for you all today. So comment below with your products and which areas of PIERS that you hit on. We promise to comment back on all of them and give you some helpful advice. And keep an eye out for more sales strategies coming soon. You can tell when I put my blazer on, that's when we're gonna be talking sales. And as always, subscribe to the Doorbell channel for more conversations and tips for creative business owners. Thanks everyone.